There is a truth we rarely admit. Not all wounds come from enemies. Sometimes the people who hurt us walk beside us, speak kindly, and still leave scars beneath the skin. But here's the part they never expect. We don't destroy them by striking back. We destroy them by becoming untouchable. Because the moment we allow someone's cruelty to reshape our character, we've already handed them victory. The ancient thinkers understood this long before we were born. Marcus Aurelius warned us that the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Epictetus taught that no one can harm us unless we surrender our mind to their actions. And modern Stoic researchers echo the same truth. Emotional dominance begins where reactivity ends. So the smartest way to destroy those who hurt us is to deny them access to the one thing they crave most, our reaction. We don't rage, we don't argue, we don't descend to their level. We make them face the one force they cannot manipulate, our silence. And in that silence, something powerful happens. Their insults lose weight, their attempts to guilt us evaporate, their illusions of control collapse. Because people lose their power when they realize we no longer need anything from them, not their approval, not their validation, not even their apology. Seneca once wrote that a great mind becomes invincible by rising above injury. This isn't weakness. This is strategic detachment, a refusal to let someone else contaminate the architecture of our inner world. And we do this not with pride, but with discipline. We redirect our energy into building ourselves, our mind, our patience, our vision, our character. We grow in silence while they drown in the noise of their own actions. We focus on becoming so grounded, so self-governed, so internally fortified that no insult can reach us, no betrayal can break us, and no person can bend us. In the end, the smartest way to destroy those who hurt us is not to destroy them at all. It is to destroy the version of ourselves that needed their approval in the first place. Because once we rise above that old self, once we stand in the territory of emotional sovereignty, their power ends, and a new kind of peace begins, a peace they can neither touch nor follow. The invisible armor of emotional sovereignty. When someone hurts us, our instinct is simple: fight back, argue, prove them wrong. It is the voice of the untrained mind, the impulsive self that believes power comes from reaction. Yet those who have studied the depths of human behavior and the wisdom of the Stoics understand a far more terrifying truth. True power is invisible. It is the calm behind the storm, the unbroken spirit in the face of insult, the mind that cannot be manipulated because it belongs entirely to itself. Consider the words of Marcus Aurelius: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This is not a suggestion. It is a strategy, a roadmap for destroying the influence of anyone who seeks to harm you. When a person strikes with words or actions, they aim not at your body, but at your mind. If your mind remains untouched, their efforts are void. They are like a storm tearing through an empty field, loud, chaotic, but ultimately impotent. We must cultivate what the Stoics called emotional sovereignty. This is the invisible armor that allows us to face cruelty without fear, betrayal without bitterness, and ridicule without shame. It is the knowledge that our value does not come from their perception, and our peace does not depend on their actions. Epictetus reminds us that it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By mastering reaction, we neutralize their weapon, our own vulnerability. The process begins with observation. When someone tries to provoke us, we do not react immediately. We watch, we measure, we understand their attempt. In this space between stimulus and response lies our power. The untrained mind leaps to retaliation, but the disciplined mind pauses and considers, does this require my energy? Does this dictate my worth? In that pause, the storm loses its force. Their cruelty becomes transparent, almost laughable, because it no longer touches the essence of who we are. Next comes detachment. This is not coldness, nor is it avoidance. Detachment is the conscious refusal to internalize harm. We learn to separate the action from ourselves. A rude word, a betrayal, a slight. They exist in their world, not ours. Seneca wrote, "He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary." By refusing to suffer in anticipation or reaction, we reclaim every ounce of energy they sought to drain. We build a mental fortress. Finally, there is cultivation. Every insult, every attempt at control becomes material for our growth. We use it to sharpen our judgment, refine our character, and strengthen our resolve. While others remain entangled in emotion, we ascend, silently building a life they cannot touch. They see only calm on the surface, but beneath lies a mind untouchable, a spirit fortified, a person evolving beyond the reach of pettiness. In this way, we destroy not the person who hurt us, but the very concept of their power. They cannot influence, provoke, or diminish us. Their actions, once dangerous, now serve only as reminders of how far we have risen above dependency on external validation. We have transformed their cruelty into our armor, their malice into our discipline, their attacks into a reflection of their own weakness rather than our failing. In conclusion, the smartest way to destroy those who hurt us is to become untouchable, to cultivate a mind that reacts not with anger but with strategic calm, to build a spirit that cannot be manipulated because it governs itself completely. In that silent dominion, their power is null, and we, quietly but decisively, become the invincible force they could never comprehend or control. The lethal strength of silence and strategic withdrawal. We live in a world that glorifies reaction. We are told that to be wronged is to respond immediately, an eye for an eye, a word for a word. But the true masters of life, the ones who rise above the chaos, understand a truth most will never grasp. The most devastating power lies not in confrontation, but in silence. To withdraw is not weakness, it is calculated supremacy. To say nothing when provoked is to wield a weapon invisible yet undeniable. Marcus Aurelius observed, "If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is wrong, I will gladly change, but I am at peace when I recognize that the harm done by others cannot touch my reason." Here lies the principle of strategic withdrawal. We do not fight every battle. We do not answer every insult. We recognize which energies deserve engagement and which belong to the void. In that decision rests the mastery of our lives. When someone attempts to provoke us, their goal is to elicit an emotional reaction, a crack in our composure, a glimpse of vulnerability. By remaining silent, we deny them this satisfaction. We become a mirror reflecting only their own pettiness, and in that reflection, they see their impotence. The Stoics taught that the measure of a man is not how he handles praise or victory, but how he handles offense and insult. The one who retreats silently is not running, he is preserving the most precious resource of all, his mind. Consider Seneca's words. "Silence is a lesson learned from the best of men." This is not empty philosophy. Silence communicates strength. It signals that we are untouchable by trivial attacks, unshakable by emotion, and impervious to manipulation. The loud, angry retaliation may appear powerful, but it is fragile. It gives life to the conflict and reveals dependency on the external world. Silence, in contrast, is an empire built on the inside, unseen and unassailable. Strategic withdrawal does not end with silence. It continues with the deliberate removal of ourselves from sources of toxicity. If someone persistently seeks to harm or manipulate, the Stoic understands that avoidance is not cowardice, it is calculation. By stepping away, we deny them relevance. We make ourselves scarce, mysterious, and unknowable. They may continue their attempts, but like a shadow in the distance, they cannot touch the substance of who we are. Epictetus reminds us, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." By controlling our presence, by controlling our exposure, we control the battlefield entirely. Through silence and withdrawal, we achieve something extraordinary, the destruction of influence without violence. We become an enigma, a force that cannot be negotiated with, baited or diminished. We transform conflict into irrelevance. Those who sought to hurt us find themselves powerless, trapped by their own inability to reach us. Their attacks fall into a void we have carefully constructed, a void of discipline, awareness, and inner peace. The Stoic path teaches us that true strength is measured not by dominance, but by self-mastery. The more we can resist the urge to react, the more we consolidate our power. To endure insult without losing composure, to walk away when provoked without regret, is to become a silent storm. We destroy the influence of those who hurt us, not with weapons, not with words, but with unshakable presence and the quiet fortitude of a mind that bows to no one. In the end, the smartest way to destroy those who hurt us is to render their attacks impotent. Through silence, through strategic withdrawal, through deliberate indifference to external provocations, we rise above. They remain entangled in the noise of their own making, while we move forward with clarity, calm, and power. In the quiet of our self-mastery, we have achieved the ultimate victory, a life untouched, unconquered, and eternally sovereign. The invincible power of perception. We often believe that the world outside controls our fate, that those who hurt us hold power because they act upon us. Yet the Stoics teach a harsh, liberating truth. The only power they ever had was the power we gave them. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. To destroy those who hurt us, we do not strike outward. We strike inward, reclaiming dominion over our perception. Every insult, every slight, every act of betrayal is merely an event, neutral, indifferent in itself. Only our judgment colors it with significance. By choosing how we interpret these events, we take their influence away. A man who loses composure, who rages or broods, gives his assailant life. The one who remains serene returns the world to its natural order, indifferent, chaotic, but powerless over his reason. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." When we internalize this, we begin to see the true absurdity of being hurt by another's malice. Their words, their actions, their attempts to provoke, they are shadows. Only when we invest them with meaning do they gain weight. To master our perception is to render them invisible, impotent. We become untouchable, not because the world has changed, but because we have. This is the ultimate revenge, calm, impenetrable, unmoved. The person who sought to harm us is left grasping at nothing. Their efforts fall into the void of our indifference. Our inner fortress, built from reason and self-control, stands unassailable. They cannot breach it because we have never handed them the keys. To destroy those who hurt us is not to retaliate, it is to reclaim the one thing no one can take, our mind. We cultivate this power daily through reflection, meditation, and the relentless practice of self-mastery. In doing so, we rise above the petty chaos of others and walk freely, sovereign over ourselves. Subscribe to the channel and step into the path of self-mastery, where silence is strength and control is freedom. Turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson that sharpens your mind and fortifies your spirit.